Hello, how are you? Okay, so let me preface today's stream by letting you guys know I have a really bad headache and I just woke up. But we're gonna power through and get this done. Now today's stream is brought to you by my Trixie Mattel shirt that I got for Christmas from Joseph, Daddy Joseph. And I am unfortunately flying solo today because he is laying down taking a bit of a nap, and I don't have Hoppy because Hoppy's with him. I could have went in there and got him, but he just looked so cozy. Both of them did that. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna bother them. I'm still working on waking up, you guys. So there's that. I did actually get a little, and I mean a little smidgen of Fallout 4 play through yesterday. Not much. Um, I did get a apartment done at Sanctuary. Um, is it done? Is it finished? I think I'm gonna show you guys because I have a quest close to Sanctuary. Not very very close, but closer to Sanctuary than I currently am, if I'm not mistaken. So let me shrink this down and let's just get into it. Now again, you guys know audio is a journey for my stream. The audio is a journey. So, whether or not everything wants to play nice, let me know. I did go into my sound settings on both my computer and on Streamlabs, and I'm trying something a little different. We'll see how everything plays out. If there's an echo, please let me know. If there's no sound at all, please let me know. And if my and I did check yesterday and I checked today, literally minutes before I went live. My sound alerts should be working both in Twitch and on my computer, so everything should be communicating properly. We'll see, won't we? Alright, so I did actually figure out how to get the broken quest for Night Reese fixed. Apparently, it's not a super common issue, but it is an issue that people have had, and they do have a workaround for it. There's actually a couple, and I went with the first one, which worked fine. So we are currently working on. Now Night Reese has given me clear out Wicked Shipping Fleet lockup, which we know where that is. That's close to that's literally like if you're going down the map, you've got. Matter of fact, I can show you. Okay, so Sanctuary's right here. Right here, excuse me, and then the Abernathy's are like right here, if I'm not mistaken. And then right here is Wicked Shipping Fleet lockup. I mean, it's that close. So that's where we're gonna head. But we're gonna have to go to Sanctuary because I haven't discovered the location. So we're gonna go to Sanctuary first. Also, the other quests we have, because Quartermasterly is recover the Haptic Drive at Hubris Comics, which I believe I've discovered or I'm close to discovering. And then Ghoul Problem at Oberlin Station. That one there is another one we have to do. So we've basically got, because once we go to Hubris Comics, I'm having the hardest time talking today. These three quests right here are all Ghoul quests. So expect some reactions. Let's just say that. And when we get to Sanctuary, I'll give you guys a quick tour, quick tour of what I did. And when I say quick, I mean it because I only have one apartment done. I did manage to get front and back doors on all the apartments. There's Preston. And I did start doing a little bit of cleanup. Like, I went ahead and scrapped all of the destroyed buildings. The one from over there, the one from over here. And I scrapped a bunch of big pieces of garbage that were in the streets. Nothing major. I haven't completely started scrapping everything to make it look good as new. I think we're gonna leave a little bit of messiness, but I did start cleaning up a little bit, as you guys can see. And I did manage to get my windmills placed up there. I can't stack them one on top of the other because where those windmills are, that's my build limit. I can't build any higher than that. Not without mods, which that's a possibility. There is a mod called Build High, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that's what it's called. And it allows you to build to the moon, basically. But yeah, I did manage to get... I did not manage to get doors on the front backs of all the apartments. Maybe I just did it upstairs. Maybe that's what it was. I did get the place wired. I do have electricity running. All right, let's go upstairs. And I just remembered this. I don't know if I showed you this before on a previous stream, but there are actually 2 graves out here in their backyard. Sorry. All right, so which apartment did I work on? Oh, it was this one. Okay. I could have sworn. Anyway, okay, so it was this apartment in the middle floor. Ta-da! We have a nice little apartment. Okay, so let me put my gun away, first of all. We have a little dining area and kitchen straight across, straight through all the way to the back. Now, I haven't decorated the balcony. It still is what it still is. I haven't done anything with it yet. This is a work in progress. But we do have like a little living room area where people can sit. Now, I wish it was nighttime so I could show you guys what it looks like at night. I'm going to go ahead and take my hat off. I put it on because I didn't do anything with my hair when I woke up other than try to flatten it a little bit. And so my hair is my hair. But I think this looks really good. And then in here behind this curtain that I have hung up is the bedroom. They got some lockers here for all their storage needs. And then a bed and then a suitcase that they were traveling with in my headcanon. And that's it. It's a really small 1-room efficiency, basically. And all of the apartments are going to end up being efficiencies. Now, how I set them up, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother kettle of fish. But yeah, that's it. And, let me show you what else I built. Because I took a break from decorating. It's through here. I'm working on a little something over here. Check it out. I did clean out the water. I got as much of the refuse and whatnot out of the water because Sanctuary is starting to enter the water farming industry. I have not 1, not 2, not 3 or 4, but 5 water purifiers, which gives me, I believe they do, I can see real quick. They do 10 purified water an hour or a day. I think it's an hour. Or maybe it is a day. But that's 50 water by either the hour or the day. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't go to school for math. I built this little dock, and I was brainwashing. I've never been able to figure out what to do under this bridge. It's unused space. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unused. It makes no sense. So it's like, what can I do? And then I literally just brainstormed. It just hit me. I was like, I could put purifiers under here. And I was like, well, it would make sense to put the generator right here. So that's what I did. And then I built this little dock out, and in this little 4 square area right here, I'm going to put like a little house or something. Now I still have to build something to connect it to upstairs or something. I mean, you can still access it from under here, but I want to build something where it's accessible by my settlers, like really well accessible, and then they can just go down there and, you know, get water for Sanctuary if they need it. Now, I think there's like 1 or 2 little wells over there, and they work fine. But as far as like making sure the entire town has water, that's what we're using. Okay, so we got to go this way. We got to head to Wicked Shipping Fleet Lockup. I believe that's what it's called. And we've already been here, so you guys have seen all of this. I don't have to like show it off again. Which just passed a radio playing. I thought I had them all turned off. But that's the thing. Like, sometimes if your settlers are sandboxing, as they should, sometimes they'll turn on radios. And, I mean, there's just really nothing you can do about it. It's their home. I thought there was a bloat fly or two around here, but I guess not. There's a bunch of meat fruit. We'll take that. And then there's a chest of goodies. Assassin's Light Raider right arm. There's lots of little goodies right here in this little spot. Fallout 4 does that. It's like you'll be in the middle of the most, like, nothing happening area. And then you'll turn a corner and there'll be just crops. And I'm like, look, if there's nothing here, there should be nothing here. I'm kind of going around. I really don't want to do this because he's not bothering nobody, but... Oh, there's more than one. There's more than one. I actually am not a fan of killing puppers in the game, even if they are, like, bad. I'm not a fan of it. I really wish... You know, Bethesda, it's 2024. When the next Fallout game comes around, I get that there are going to be certain enemy types. I get that. But for those of us who are a little bit more kind-hearted, you should give us the option. Just saying. All right, there's something over here. A board game, Astronauts. I found a vintage and rare board game. This is kind of cool. They've got this, okay, so this is kind of like a little bit of Fallout lore. You know, the goal for either the Enclave or Vault-Tec. I can't remember. I think it was the Enclave. Their goal was to actually leave Earth and populate other planets. And this is kind of cool because this would be a moon base behind them. And they're actually holding a board game, and it might in fact be this board game. Too bad you can't read it. Fun inside the vault. Well, we're going to take that. All right. I'm trying to do a little bit better about not necessarily taking the same route I would normally always take. I'm trying to take alternate routes just for funsies, you know what I'm saying? Like just to see how she flies. Well, shit, bitch, just there. I didn't want to have to use VADS, but I am still trying to do the little sneaky snipey thing here. Which piece do I loot? That's the thing, like in Skyrim, if you kill a goat or a deer or a red stag, or not a red stag, but if you kill anything in Skyrim, you either loot the body or the ash pile, you know what I'm saying? Like, things don't fly to pieces, and you don't have to like search for the right piece to loot. You just loot it. Now, something else, that house wasn't here before. We're going to have to look at that. Something else also is, this Kataro's Treasures is different than my separate Kataro's mods. I was using Kataro's trading cards and Kataro's magazines, but this one here gives me trading cards, a couple of different toys, some board games, stuff like that. And it's changing a lot of the locations. Like, normally there would be a trading card right here. And there would also be one on the scrappable destroyed truck at County Crossing, but it wasn't. And there's a couple other locations I've been like, huh, that's new, or there should be something there and it isn't. And they changed a lot of the locations, and honestly I'm kind of living for it because it makes the game feel new. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh, I was expecting something to happen and it didn't happen, or I wasn't expecting anything at all and something really cool happened. So I'm really enjoying this mod. I really am. Also, there is a... Yeah, I see you. Gotcha. When it comes to these, I'm used to certain things just always being in my games due to mods, and because I'm playing a super light playthrough, I've got a few stability mods, a couple of, like, graphical enhancement mods, like just a couple, and then just a couple of, see, this is new.
Nice.
Ghoul Hunter perk. Plus 3% more damage against ghouls. So that's good because the quests we have today are all... Uh-oh, here we go. Gary. You know what's funny is I actually have a coworker at my day job. He's one of my closest coworkers, actually. I love him to death. He's funny. He makes me laugh. He's been there for me. I've been there for him. But his name's Gary, and I'm forever quoting Fallout, and he knows nothing about Fallout. So he's gotten used to it, but when we first started working together, he could not understand why I kept going, Gary, Gary, Gary. Like, I would just run around saying his name, and I think the reason why we didn't really get along at first was because I think he was under the assumption that I had a crush on him or something, and I had explained to him, I'm like, no, there's this game I play full of these vaults, and there was one that was an experiment that was filled with a bunch of clones, and they were all named Gary, and they were all nuts, and they couldn't speak normal English. All they could do was say their name, and I was like, it's a very, like, infamous game too. I was like, and he's like, well, as long as it's got my name, I'm cool with it. Like, he's one of those. Like, he doesn't really need the details. He just thinks it's cool that there's a game that has his name, and he's cool with it. And I'm like, okay, as long as you're fine with it. He's like, yeah, I'm cool, copacetic. All right, I hear a radio playing. It's gonna be in here. Let's not, as much as I want to. You know what? I feel like, and now I don't know. I'm gonna have to. I actually watch a lot of Fallout streams. Believe it or not, like Fallout 76, Fallout 4, Fallout 3, New Vegas. Not too many people stream the first two games, but
Perfect.
not too many of them play the original games. But I want to say, I seem to recall, actually I need to look in that real quick. I seem to recall people streaming the actual game music. Like, not the ambient music in the background you hear right now, but like the Diamond City Radio or Wild West Radio, that sort of thing. Like, they stream the actual radio stations, and I'm like, you know, if there's no copyright infringement on those, I'll start letting the radios just play. Cargo manifests. This gives you, this is industry. This particular set of entries right here will tell you where other wicked shipping trucks are that are unlockable, and they'll have some loot in them. So this one here is at the General Atomics factory. This one here is at the Corvega Assembly Plant, which we've already been there. And then this one is near Mass Fusion Containment. Log entries. Check this message. It's just basically saying, do not look in what's in the trucks. Do not ask questions. Purge your manifests. So if we get audited, it just looks like we had no idea we were shipping stuff we had no business shipping. That's really the gist of that message. I'm not going to take his dignity. I'm trying to remember to be better about that. And I'm also, I know I'm running my mouth right now as I say it, but I'm trying to babble less, believe it or not. I know that's nuts coming from me, but I'm going to try to do better about being a little bit more short and to the point for you guys. Just rando leveled garbage. Excuse me. We'll check whatever that is right there in a second. I really want to get up on top of this somehow, and I'm trying to remember how to do it. Okay, I'm inside the barrel. That didn't work. Okay, there's a way. Hold on, it might be... Maybe it's... Oh, I think it is. I think it's up here. I have to go all the way around the building in order to get... Yeah, I think I have to go up here, up one of the... this one. Well, God willing. Let's try that again. Also, why is this guy up on the roof with a bag of money? Not a lot of money, but money. You know, that makes no sense. Alright, so... That may have been the only one. Yep. I still haven't been able to find the mod I told you guys about that like silences all of the radios across the Commonwealth, and it's... I remember seeing it because I remember seeing it featured on, I believe, Juicehead's channel or one of those mods of the Commonwealth weekly videos where whoever the YouTuber is, they just show you a bunch of new mods for Fallout. It's entirely possible that when Modgate started, you guys remember Modgate, that the mod author decided to pull their work, and that became a really big thing. There are some mods right now that I currently own and have in my computer that if I delete them, I will never get them back. I've got a couple of mods that actually still work, even though they haven't been updated in many, many moons. I mean, so far, we're doing good here so far. But yeah, I have actually had to delete a couple of mods that no longer work, and never will, because believe it or not, the mod author has not only stopped updating them, but they've pulled them from the Nexus. Now, that is, I'm gonna say it, that is the Nexus's fault and not the mod author. And for those of you who don't know the circumstances surrounding it, I'm going to give you guys the quick and dirty. Basically, Nexus decided to create this program called Collections, where they take a bunch of mods that all work together really well, and they work well under a specific theme of how someone wants to play their game. It doesn't necessarily have to be Skyrim or Fallout or anything like that. It could also be any one of the many games that you can mod through the Nexus, right? A wounding pipe pistol. Okay, there. Okay. And what it does is it simplifies how you download and install your mods. Instead of having to look through multiple sources like YouTube videos or social media posts or on the Nexus itself or on Twitter or Twitch or anything, when you know, if you want, you can go to Nexus and go to their collections tab, and they'll give you the rundown of every mod in a specific collection. It could be anywhere from 10 mods to 100 or more mods. And each one of those mods has been tested to work well with all the other mods, so it's not like you're going to download a bunch of shit that just conflicts. These mods actually work well together, and they fit a specific theme. So, for instance, if you wanted to play a Sim Settlements 2 playthrough like I did, and I'm sure I had some mod conflicts. I'm sure I did because I didn't test everything. You can download a Sim Settlements 2 collection, and it'll come with not just Sim Settlements 2, but other complementary mods that play well into the aesthetic and theme, and you'll have a much more enriched experience. Okay? The thing is, Nexus is not asking people's permission with the mods that they're using. So it would be like, say for instance, you drew a particular cartoon character and you were known for that cartoon character. There's a house right here. I'm just going to investigate. And you gave, I don't know, Hulu permission to make an animated TV show about your comic book character and the things that they go through, you know, that sort of thing. And you're cool with that, and you're paid for that. I don't know what I'm hearing. Well, I know what I'm hearing. I'm hearing gunfire, but I don't know where it's coming from. Anyway, but what if, for instance, because Hulu is owned by a parent company, aka Wisney, we'll say that, they really own the rights to your character, and they make a whole bunch of spin-off shows, including your character, on a couple of shows on their platform, which isn't even Hulu, but their own streaming platform. All of a sudden, they're using your character and its likeness and whatnot, and creating all new stories for it that you didn't okay, and you don't get paid for it. That's kind of what Nexus was doing with people's mods. They were taking a bunch of people's mods, and I don't know where I am, but this is kind of cool looking. There's a bunch of food here and stuff, supplies. Anyway, there's a blood leaf just sitting on the floor. Okay then, this house is just sitting here. Oh shit, oh shit, bad guys. Anyway, so people's mods are basically being used against their will. They're not being asked permission. They're not being compensated for all the time and effort and work that they've been putting into their work, you know. And so Modgate started happening, and people were not happy with their mods being used in that manner. It's one thing, for instance, like, say for instance, I were to download and install some naughty mods, you know, and in the privacy of my own home, use them. Play the game, and I just see whatever I want to see. That's one thing. It's another thing entirely for me to take someone's naughty mods and use them in a way that undercompensates or degrades or humiliates or belittles the mod author, you know? I don't know where all these rust devils came from, but I'm living for it. Oh, my game just froze up. Oh my lordy bees. If I have to... If I have to... Fallout has stopped responding. Alright. Shit. Yeah, it has. It's not. It's. I just pulled up my task manager. Fallout 4 is not responding. I hate that for me so much because I don't know when the last time my game auto-saved. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to run Wicked Shipping again. I almost clicked on Fallout 76 by accident. I'm relaunching the game. It's gonna... I had to turn on 4 mods real quick. You're gonna see my mod load order, and it's gonna look like a lot, but again, a lot of these ESMs and whatnot are multiple ESMs that make one mod work. So don't flip out when you see how many I'm about to scroll through. Okay, it looks like a lot, but I promise it's really not. I have only 6 gigs worth of mods, and some of those, you notice most of them are like bytes and kilobytes and megabytes. Like, I don't have anything that adds up to even a lot. You know, I really don't. It's just, I got a couple that are, like I said, it takes a couple of ESMs to make one mod work. Because some of those are like the mod itself, and then a couple others are like patches that allow them to play with another mod. So... Again, like I said, I don't have very many actual like mods installed. I have a bunch of patches and fixes installed. All right, let's try that again. I really turn on God mode. I don't even know where I was. Oh God, please, for the love of sweet baby Jesus. Honestly, if I can just get away with having Wicked Shipping cleaned out. Oh, I think it is. Let's double check. Yes. 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 You know what? We're not even going to concern ourselves with that area over there. I don't want the game to lock up again. And you know what? It could have been like it wasn't even content over there that was causing my game to lock up. It could easily just have been, it could have just as easily been the game itself just decided to stop working. But we're not going to concern ourselves with it. Okay, so the next thing that we have to do is, okay, Oberlin Station and Quartermasterly. The next closest place is Oberlin Station. So we're going to fast travel. I don't even know if we've been there, have we? That's ArcJet Systems. That's, closest place is ArcJet. Bitch! Oh, bitch! Look, I just got here. I didn't do anything to you. Oh! Jesus! Get away! Oh, stop hitting me! Holy shitballs, dude! I'm sorry, I'm trying to actually be better about all the cursing. I literally... It's like when you walk into a room and someone just immediately starts like, you know, like just attacking you verbally. Anything else? I don't see anything else. Oh, I hear... What is with all the robot invasions? Okay, so I have... Oh, shit. I have in my Skyrim game, which we'll talk about in a second, I have a mod called At Your Own Pace. And what it does is it allows you to play through the story quests in the game at your own pace. You can set level requirements for a lot of the milestone quest startups, because you guys know that usually, like, okay, so who's okay, this just says Brahmin. No, it doesn't. I don't see I don't even see anything that would cause, anyway. So like for instance in Skyrim, I have a lot of my stuff set to I won't breadcrumb quests until I've hit... There's something over there. Oh, it's another server mech. Okay, that's fine. Like, for instance, the Dawn Guard DLC, I believe I have it set to where it doesn't want to start until... I think it normally starts at, like, level 20, and I have it set to where it doesn't start until level 50. And it's not that I don't want to do those quests. I just feel like you have so much thrown at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, in those quests, you have so many quests thrown at you also at such a low level that you're like, this is too much all happening at once. Don't you hate it when you have, like, the Game of the Year edition of New Vegas, and as soon as you step into the game, like, as soon as you finish with Doc Mitchell and you walk outside his house, you start breadcrumbing, like, 30 different quests, and you're like, which quests are the ones I need to be worried about, and which are the ones I don't need to be worried about, and which ones are too high level, and which ones, you know what I'm saying? Like, which ones are vanilla, which ones are DLC. So what I do is I use that mod called At Your Own Pace. AYOP, I believe, is how it shows up in your mod configuration menu. But, yeah, I use that, and I've got a lot of the quests, like the Dragonborn DLC, Hearthfire, A Night to Remember, that sort of thing. I've got a lot of those pushed back to when I finally hit milestone levels, like 30, 50, 60, that sort of thing. I push those back because, the game level is uncapped now. So you really can play that. You can really play Skyrim as long as you want. You guys know. It's a Bethesda game. Once you've beat the game don't end. You can just keep playing and keep exploring and keep everything. So they need something like that for Fallout. I hate how once you hit level 20, you start getting breadcrumbs for Far Harbor, Automatron, and Nuka World all at the same time. I'm like, come on now. Like, I literally just hit level 20. Can't I just finish learning the mechanics of the world? I see you, Mr. Man. Alright, we're not going to worry about looting until I've killed everything. I will say I really greatly appreciate the fact that the game relaunched perfectly without any real issues. That's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. And the others woke up. Ding, dang it. Well, one of them just blew himself up. And the other one seems to be stuck. If I'm very still, Did he disappear? Something blew up over here. I don't see him, though. That's the thing, like... Did he get hurt? Oh, no, there he is. I was like, what in the world am I seeing? I'm not saying this to be funny, you guys, but I need some new dad jokes. I've been in kind of a slumpy / dry spell for dad jokes lately. Gotcha, bitch. I swear, I do need that soundbite with, like, Chappelle hopping up going, gotcha, bitch! I know there's one, like, right there in that room. I'm trying... Ooh. Gotcha. I'm trying to sneak around where he or she can't see me. I'm also trying to get in this building without being... That's what I was trying to do, but in just one shot. I'm torn, actually. I feel like this particular spot... Look. I'm going to just say this. This would be the perfect spot for a hidden vault. Just saying. There's plenty of open space. And wouldn't it be cool if, like, they used... this spot as a means to, like, spy on the people above ground. I'm just saying, I feel like this would be the perfect spot for a hidden vault. Or something underground. Fourth. I thought there was, like, some lore or something here, not just the safe. Fiddler's Green trailer key. Oh, well, I like that you moved the car without using a gun. I mean, that bullet went through. We all know he ate lead. I mean, just down. And there's going to be one in here, in this building, this particular building. I'm not trying, or no, or is it this building? I'm not trying to pull everything. I know there's a glowing one. Ha. I know there's a glowing one in there. And I'm trying to kill everything before I get to it. I didn't see that one. Now, here's a thought. I just thought of this, you guys. You know how glowing ones like to res enemies you've dropped? What if, and just hear me out, what if they were able, are they able to res enemies that you have shot in the head. Oh, he ate that bullet. I have like the worst percentage though. My accuracy is so bad with this glowing one who's like 30 feet from me. You gotta be quick with those because they'll res everything that you've dropped and then you have to like drop them again. Alright, we got a little something right here. Blazing pipe wrench. 25% chance to deal 50 fire damage on a successful block. That would obviously be a bloody build. Or strength build as they like to be called. So there's still something around here. Because my sneak meter is still pinging. Alright, we're gonna investigate a little bit calmer now that we've killed all the main bads. Okay. Tarberry. I'll take that tarberry. That's mine now. Now, see, this here is kind of like a taste of things to come with the tarberries here, because as you guys know, I can't loot that. Okay, that's great. Once we find this log, we run across a whole group of non-feral ghouls who are using a pool as a means to farm tarberries. There's someone or something else. The new squirrel. Let's play this.
Hello. My name is Storytime Simon, and I hope you like stories, because I love to tell stories. This one is called The New Squirrel. Come with me on this magical adventure. There once was a young squirrel named Ricky who lived in a big oak tree in a city park. Ricky was a brown squirrel and lived in the oak tree with all his brown squirrel friends and family. Every day, Ricky would look out from the top of his tree and wonder what kind of squirrels lived in other trees. The older squirrels warned Ricky that the squirrels in other trees were thieves and liars. They were never to be trusted. Ricky had a rebellious heart and would not form his opinions based on anecdotal evidence.
Anecdotal evidence.
And
that's cute.
Holotape, please insert holotape 2.
Alright, so is this number 2? That's actually number 3. I'm trying to do them in order so you guys get the right story. Permanently gain plus 25% XP from persuading women. If this was New Vegas or Fallout 3, I would be going after I think it's Cherchez La Femme, which is the confirmed bachelor perk, which is like basically your way of playing a non-hetero character. Just making sure. My sneak meter is pinging. I'm not gonna grab this power armor. I might come back later and see if it spawns as a higher power armor. But my sneak meter is pinging. I'm trying to find the little holotapes in the correct order because it does tell a story. Man, these trailers are garbage. I've actually considered getting and installing the Conquest mod again, and then scrapping everything here, one thing at a time, not all at once, but like scrapping this trailer and then putting a new one down and decorating it properly, and just rebuilding this entire trailer court. I've really considered doing that. Now, see, this is the thing. We don't really know what the full story is here at Fiddler's Green.
Yes.
There's a terminal here that there's nothing to do. There's no entries or anything. And there's some kind of informational collector thing here. It's all in the middle of a trailer court. There is a trapdoor right there, which we will investigate in a minute, but I'm trying to grab all of the holotapes in the correct order. Alright, here's number 2.
Storytime Simon here. Welcome back. And here it is, part 2 of The New Squirrel. One night, a red squirrel appeared at the bottom of Ricky's oak tree and woke Ricky and his family. "Oh, please help me," said the red squirrel. "I am lost and have nowhere to go." The elders were quick to turn the red squirrel away, but Ricky scurried down the trunk of his tree and stood firm next to the red squirrel. He yelled up at the elder squirrels, "How could you turn him away? Just because he's from another tree? He needs our help." Affected by Ricky's assuredness and determination, the elders agreed to take in the red squirrel. The red squirrel thanked Ricky for standing up for him. "You won't regret this," he said. End of holotape. Please insert holotape 3.
So we're getting this story that is really just propaganda against communists, if you listen to the allegory.
Storytime Simon here with the exciting conclusion to The New Squirrel. "Tomorrow we can get to know each other and become best friends," said Ricky to the red squirrel. The red squirrel made a sound that Ricky took for agreement, and the two squirrels curled up to sleep. Later that night, Ricky woke up to the sound of leaves rustling in the oak tree. He looked around. The red squirrel was gone. Ricky surveyed the landscape below and saw a pack of glowing eyes approaching the base of his tree. Cats! Ricky heard a voice from
I'm trying to
a
get up
nearby
on
tree.
top of this.
It was the red squirrel. "I'm sorry," he said. "They were following me and I couldn't bring them to my tree. They would have eaten my family." As the cats ascended the tree and began to devour Ricky's friends and family, Ricky reflected on his decisions. His last words were, "I really wish I would have trusted my elders." The end.
See, the whole thing was a story about how don't trust anyone that's red, like the Communist Party, and listen to your elders. They know best. That was the whole point of that story. And they basically the mythology of this universe is that that's extremely common. You know, like when we were kids growing up, we had like the little Disney cassette tapes with the picture book. You put the cassette tape in the tape deck, and you would, now younger people tune out because you don't know about this, but people my age or older, we had I forget what they're called. I want to call them holotapes, but it was this little plastic container that had a bunch of like little Disney pictures and storybook, and it had words. You read along with it, but it also came with a cassette tape that you would put in the tape deck and hit play, and they were like very much abridged versions of Disney movies. Like something that you would watch for like an hour or two took about 3 to 5 minutes. They were extremely abridged, or they were like little spin-off stories from the original movie, you know, with the characters. And So that's what they're like. That's what they grew up with, and they were constantly giving kids these lessons and indoctrinating them into the, the belief system. Who is this? Let's put her gun down because she's not hostile, or she would have been done attack me. This is like a little homemade bunker.
Yes.
Hi there. Hi there. What's her name? Need a place to settle?
You looking for a new place to settle?
Could be.
Ellie.
Why? Do you know somewhere good?
All right, let's send her. We can send her to Sanctuary Hills, and she can live in the apartment. I just decorated. It's not super close, but it's not so far.
Thanks. I'll see you there in a day or two.
She's actually pretty. Now, if I had the forethought, I would have turned on my radio because there's actually a distress beacon to this particular little homemade bunker I'm in.
Sweet.
She's still in here? Nope. She's still standing there. Another damn lock.
Got it.
And we got a playing card.
Bingo.
Strength duel. Oh, I don't like that. That feels a little... I don't like that. That feels a little wrong. Like I shouldn't have been looking at that. Oh, okay. So she's going to leave. Oh, she left it. Yes, queen. Yes, Quan Shay Shay. Okay. She should be like right here.
Huh?
Oh, Jesus Christ, girl. Like right in my face. Thanks. Thanks. I needed that. Alright, so we've got one more of these little fetch quest situations. She will eventually spawn in at Sanctuary. Because I've cleaned this whole area out. It is good. Matter of fact, let me double check. It does say cleared. Okay. So, the last one is Huber's Comics. I have not discovered it. The closest place I have is Vault Tech Regional, and it is cleared, so that's where we're going to go. I'm actually digging this because we're an hour in and I'm on my third quest already. Good Lord, something bit my arm, I guess, while I was asleep. I got a big old knot coming up on it right there. Okay. This is downtown Boston, so we'll see. I hear gunfire. I want that to actually be part of the... Hold on. I want that to actually be part of the ambience of the next Fallout game. I want there to be not a constant, but a near constant state of fire. I would like like something in between with... What door is this? Oh, well, not that big a deal. I don't even know what I'm close to, but I'm getting closer to our location. Okay, this is Boston Common. I'm not really going to get bothered too much right here. I'm just trying to cut around, basically. There's Swan's Pond. And we know what'll happen if we get too close or start shooting. Just looking. Okay. The one good thing about nighttime in this game is it's a lot harder for things to see you. Alright, here we go. Scavenger's lead. Oh, I didn't mean to take his clothes. Now I feel bad. Okay. Let's read the scavenger's lead real quick, because that may give us like a little breadcrumb quest in here as well. Miscellaneous. I got a lot of these. I need to start, once I do them, I need to start, here we go. Check out Huber's Comics up Newbury Street. Store on the ground floor. Ought to be easy pickings. Okay, I don't know who VB is. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. But that being said, you guys know there's no such anytime one says a little shit comment like that ought to be easy pickings. I had to clean my glasses. I look awful today. I didn't shave. I did actually make sure that my alarm was set this time, and when I did take a nap today. I've been dealing with a headache for like 2 or 3 days now because of incoming inclement weather. Now there is actually another quest here. Jesus! Okay, that's... clip that. Someone clip that. I did not expect that at all. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. Them coming out of the ceiling, out of the walls. Now, I'm all for uniqueness. You guys know that. But this is too much. Of much too much. Are you fucking kidding me? All I did was open the door. Ugh. Whatever it is, I hear it. I think I hear a rad roach crawling around. Oh, shit! Can I just say that this is too much? The Unstoppables. Permanently gain plus 1% chance of avoiding all damage. Can't hurt. We'll come back to the terminal in a minute. I thought... I mean, I'm not being funny, but I thought that the roach would be in here, the red roach. And I still hear something like climbing around. Oh, there's a person in here. Another a scavenger's note. Alright, let's check that out. It could be either one of these. One of the caravan guards said they passed by a Weston water treatment plant a while back. Thought it might have some good scrap left to salvage. Might be worth a look. Now, you guys know, I think it's the same one. That's the treatment plant that we have to go to for whatever the name of that settlement is that's run by all the robots. Can't believe I signed on for this. Who wants this crap? Collectors, the boss says. So who's the fool here? Them or us? Jangles the moon monkey. Okay. Oh, something's coming. How did it see me? There's no holes in the ceiling. I hate when there are multiple sandboxing ghouls because they make the weirdest sounds. They make the creepiest sounds. Oh, I see you. It's not the same one, though. I hate ghouls. There's a lot of them in here. Like, there's a lot of... This is going to be the rest of the stream. I mean, no disrespect, guys, but I really wish you guys could feel the... how crazy this is. First of all, this place is destroyed. How am I detected? I have the Hubris Comics key. I don't need to be picking locks.
Nice.
Another office key.
Hell yeah.
Pen up savings. I mean, save your money, boo-boo. Save your money. Oh, I don't like this. How are these things seen? Oh, hi! They could theoretically come through this hole in the ceiling. First of all, who am I cleaning this place out for? Oberlin Station? I'm gonna whoop them women's asses. I'm not even joking. Like... I knew there was going to be one in this bathroom. Something just said bathroom. Alright, we've got ourselves a little staircase here. Screw you! What is going on in this bitch? There's too many of these things. Holy shit balls, guys. I can't even see what I'm shooting at. Imagine, for an instant, if you would, being in such a closed-in area and being forced to fight against enemies that you can't even see. In a environment you're not familiar with. God, this sucks so bad. It says on the air. Thank you. There are... Someone was drinking a lot. Ooh. Ooh. Silver Shroud script. We'll take that for now. Oh, here's something else, you guys. You know how, like, in Fallout 76, we run across, the lady who was part of the, Unstoppables, who played, the Madam of Mystery or something like that. Okay, something's gonna happen up here. I'm gonna pause for a second. They go a lot more in-depth into the Madam of Mystery, I think is what she's called, or something like that. By Shannon Rivers. That was the character's real name in the Fallout universe. And then here in Fallout 4, we delve into the Silver Shroud. I would like it if, in the next game, we look into either Grognak the Barbarian, or I think his name's Manta Man? The Bland Banshee? Something like that. I would like to see them continue this, and at the next location, whatever it is, allow us to see what's going on with the next person who was part of this crew. Bye. I'm not 1,000... Yeah, I was about to say, there's a glowing one back there. I think he might be the last bad guy left. Oh, Shizen McFlyzen. Alright, we're gonna take his legs. I say that. There we go. Oh, shit! I don't like this. I'm not comfortable with this. I am against that, and I'm unanimous in this. Wait, are you kidding me? I still haven't cleared the place? How? My sneak meter's not even pinging. Alright, let me check. Oh, yes, I have. Yes, I have. Okay, so now it's all... Okay, we just got the Grognak outfit. Crumpled fedora, black vest and slacks, pompadour wig. That's the one thing about this location I was going to tell you guys about, is you get a lot of, like, really cool transmog looks, you know? There's the haptic drive. And a sprinter's welded light raider right leg. Increases wear's movement speed by 10%. Okay, see, are you guys ready? Silver Shroud costume. That's real completion. Now, that's interesting because now if I really want to, I can role play as the Silver Shroud. Like, there's the gun prop. I'm not even joking. Like, if I chose to, I could role play my character as the Silver Shroud without acting, without it being not part of the game. There's literal dialogue in the game where you can role play as the Silver Shroud. I'm not going to read any of the terminal entries in here because I know what's going on here, and I don't want to spoil it for you because later in the game we'll actually get a quest to come back here. And I don't want to ruin that for you guys because there's some very interesting lore.
Excellent.
Plus 5% damage again with the alien blaster, which if you haven't already found the alien blaster, that right there is a spoiler that you will.
Nice.
I believe this is... Wait, what is that? Western. Are they gone? Okay, I believe that this is their version of a dressing room. I would have done better, I'm just saying. But we're going to go floor by floor now and clean everything out. Like, as far as, like, really good loot. I'm going to... I don't think there's any more, bad guys in here. I think we got them all. Now, this is the writer's room. This is where all the writing happens for the Unstoppables. For those of you who didn't catch on to what we were seeing as we were kind of sneaking around in the dark, we're in Hubris Comics, and it's the location of where the Unstoppables are turned from a comic book into an actual, I believe they do an audio drama, and I believe one of the holotapes that we picked up in here actually allows you to listen to one of the audio dramas. It's like, basically it's a podcast. It's a 19-umpteen version of a podcast. All right, let's... Right, downstairs. Here we go. There's another card.
Excellent.
Wanted. They put a lot of the Hubris stuff in here, and it would make sense that you'd find a lot of, like, the little extra magazines and cards considering the location. This makes sense. See, this is something else about the Kataro mod author is he did his due diligence Silver Shroud photo. And it is actually autographed. That's cool. And in this particular cell, you find a lot of, a lot of desks and stuff because, the way it works is there was a lot of work that went into creating the Silver Shroud audio drama. And people, it was like a national pastime. People would sit there and listen to it. They'd all gather around the radio like it was the 1950s. And they would listen to these podcasts or audio dramas. Because that was what passed for entertainment back in the day. You know, that's what they had. That's what they did. And honestly, I understand it because... we went the wrong way. Oh, there's some potato crisps. I understand it because when I'm at my day job, that I love, I do love my day job, but it gets monotonous after a while, and so you start trying to figure out ways to find your own fun And you guys know me. I can find my own fun. I'm a big fan of find your own fun. But, I'll turn on, I used to listen to them on Pandora, and then I moved to Stitcher, and then eventually I switched to, I listen to Spotify now. I love Spotify. It's not as, I will say, it's not as user-friendly. If you're just a podcaster, if you're just listening to podcasts, it's not quite as user-friendly as Stitcher was. I hate that Stitcher sundowned. Like, I want to know the story why they shut down. It had to have been, like, due to competition or something. Because I loved Stitcher, and I mean, I listened to them for years. I was a Stitcher Premium subscriber, and that really hurts me that we don't have it anymore. I mean, I get that if you don't want to keep maintaining it, that's one thing, but, like, you could have just left it as it was. It was working fine and as intended. I don't understand why there was a body sitting up here. Just sitting up here. Did they just, I don't know, did they just give up and die? I don't understand that, but... Alright, so there's a bunch of hullabaloo going on outside. I know you guys probably can't hear it, but I can. Oh, for the love of sweet baby Jesus.
Sweet.
Grogneck's axe. I forgot about this. That's for a bloody build, obviously. See, they have the ground floor made up to, like, where it's just a comic book shop. You run around in here on the ground floor, and it's a bunch of comic books. You know, and memorabilia, paraphernalia, that sort of thing. But once you start going into the second and third, and I think fourth floors, that's where you get up into where they actually took the comics and turned them into... And it wasn't like... This was like a homegrown operation. This was something that everyone listened to, right? And it's in the game. It's not a mod, and Bethesda doubled down on it by adding all the Madam of Mystery stuff that went on in Fallout 76, which, by the way, that was a quest line that had a lot to it, but it never felt grindy. That was a very well handled quest line, considering you're just dealing with holotapes, atmospheric storytelling, and terminal entries on a computer. I was like, this is very well done. I see lootable bodies down there. Those are settlers, I believe. And there's something... Shit. I just pulled a whole bunch of bad guys. I'm trying to get away from them now.
Disappeared act, huh?
I'm not trying to get into it with a bunch of raiders right now. I'm really not. I'm not even being funny. Like, I'm not about that life right now. Okay, they gave up on looking for me. I was actually, believe it or not, trying to get up here just to look around and see what I could find. What's that say? Danger, common ahead. And you guys know why the common is really so dangerous. And we're going to leave it alone. Now we're going to travel. First, we're going to travel back to Oberland and report that. And then we're going to go back to the Brotherhood of Steel. Just looking around real quick. What am I looking at down there? Oh, just a piece of rock, I guess. Alright, let's talk to old girl. Hello.
Were you able to clear out those ghouls?
Took care of those ghouls that were giving you trouble.
You did? That's great news. Bella, you and the Minutemen have our gratitude and our support.
Well, that's good. Considering what I just went through. These were the guy. These two ladies. I believe that's a woman. Yes, these two, and we'll get to it in a second. These two ladies are the ones that sent me to Hubris Comics. So I'm a little pissed off at them. That being said, it's fine. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe these two are also married in the Commonwealth version of LGBTQ marriage. I believe. Because at some point you get the quest to go rescue either one of them eventually. Like when you show up, they'll just radiantly be like, "You've got to help me. I don't know if they say wife or friend, but my so and so has been kidnapped and I don't have the money to pay up." You know, we've all been there. We've all done it. All right, so we're going to increase by 100. Increase by 100. Increase by 100 and increase by another 100. We're gonna do 500%. And then we're going to give these ladies, and I'm really not gonna be here, but a hot second. We're gonna give these ladies a couple of turrets, just for peace of mind. Honestly, just for peace of mind. I know there's a spawn point, like right here. And a pro tip for you guys. Pro tip, if you put out more defense than any other... Like right now, my food's at 7, my water's at 3, my power's at 0, my beds are at 2, but my defense is 40. As long as you keep your defense, not astronomically, but higher than the rest of all of your other stuff combined, your chances of your settlement actually being attacked is not no, but close to. Like, it's a lot lower. There's actually a good bed here. But we're going to put different beds in here. You guys know every time I help out Oberlin Station, I always end up giving them, in my opinion, a better deal than what they've currently got. I do put the cots down, the military cots. It gets a little repetitive after a while. I'm not even gonna lie. It does get repetitive. But the reason why I do that is because it gives me enough room to make sure that these ladies have a slightly more decent setup. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give them a table to sit at. I always give them this table right here. I'm up against the wall. That's why I can't move. I was like, why am I unable to move? There we go. Yes. Now they have some actual chairs to sit at. The actual table. Right? So currently, right now, and I'm working on the assumption that this big giant large pot is for catching water. Like rainwater or something, not necessarily cooking. Now, let's give them a dresser or something to use. I'm going to give them a slightly decent dresser. I mean, these ladies are literally like struggling. Actually, let's give them a smaller one. We'll give them a nicer one though. Oh, that can move back. Yeah. Look at that. What are you going to do about that? All right, then we'll take this pot and just... Ooh, hello. There we go. It's not ideal, but it's better than it was. All right? Now, let's give them some light. Some decent light. We'll put a little candle right here in the middle of their table. And... they're currently cooking on that situation right there. I don't like that. So I'm actually going to put right here, if I can find it. It's going to be under crafting. Yeah. We're going to go find my, this one. Again, not ideal, but better than nothing. Yeah, and then we're just gonna get rid of that. That's garbage. And that as well. I think that's gonna do. And we'll move the water. We'll put one there. And I prefer the one with the bucket. We'll put the other one over here in the corner or somewhere. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, so they're good. They're good, basically. Yeah, that's it. That's it. They're good. See, I didn't do too much. I gave them something better to cook on. Just a teensy bit more water. Some better beds and tables. You know, just a little bit of furniture up here. It doesn't look like something that you wouldn't find when you find someone living in one of these. That being said, I will say this. I want this building here in the next settlement building system to where it's modular in terms of like pre-built modular. Like you get the bottom floor open, by the way, and then you get the top floor to snap on, and you can like build it in configurations. I would love that because I actually love the little watchtowers, whatever they're called. What are they called? Switching towers. I love the switching towers. I would love to have something like that in the next iteration of whatever settlement building is in Fallout 5. And I will say this, while some people aren't fans of building, that's not going away. As evidenced by how they doubled down on it in Fallout 76. Although I will say, Fallout 76 feels like... Okay, you guys know how like sometimes they'll try a system out and then they put it in a later game, but a much better version of it, right? To me, it feels like it's like they started all of this with the Hearthfire DLC in Skyrim, right? And then Fallout 4 came out with a settlement building, which I thought was a very nice and robust way of dealing with, you know, settlement building. And then Fallout 76 came out, and honestly, Fallout 76's settlement building system feels like it came between Skyrim's Hearthfire and Fallout 4 settlement building. Like, it feels like it's in between them instead of behind Fallout 4. But that being said, it does take place, like, what, hundreds of years before Fallout 4, so maybe that's why it feels like a step back. In Fallout 5, for settlement building, I would like to see... We're actually not too far from where we have to be. In Fallout 5, I would like to see them add switch it up a little bit with settlement building. Just these are tweaks that will allow it to work better. One, being able to move the actual workshop itself. What am I hearing? You know what? That's not my problem. I'm not gonna act like a crazy, unafraid white person and just start investigating every sound. Although it's really close. Anyway, I want the option to be able to move, like actually run in settlements while you're in settlement building mode.
So, are you finished or what?
Affirmative.
Looks like I got my surprise for the day. The Commonwealth won't be running out of vermin anytime soon. Take a breather if you need it. When you're ready, just say the word.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Better be. Here's the latest target area. I don't want to see your face until that place is clear.
Beaver Creek Lanes. I'm not sure, but I think that might be in Far Harbor. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive that's in Far Harbor. All right, let's talk to
I hope you brought that artifact back
Halen.
in one piece.
Here it is.
Good work. Here's the Commonwealth. Won't be running out of tech anytime soon. Let me know if you think you can handle another run.
Affirmative.
Good. Here's the location. Get on it.
What's the next location? Why is it taking so long to pop up? General Atomics. Okay, so she's keeping me.
Don't you have a mission to complete?
Reese, shut up. She's keeping me in the Commonwealth, whereas Reese, it feels almost like he's sending me to Far Harbor just to be an ass. Also, I don't know if you guys see this or not, but this building has 2 sets of windows. There's something going on with this building. We're about to investigate. Also, why is this shut? I opened it. There's something going on with this building. Okay, this side is fine. This side is fine. Yeah, this side is fine. It's just this side that's fizzucked up, honestly. I'm wondering if I'm not having a mod conflict right here. I'm going to... Okay, I don't do this very often. I say I'm going to do this. I'm going to turn collision off, and we're going to sneak through real quick. Okay, we've got... not a lot going on. Okay, yeah, there's nothing in here. There is absolutely nothing in here. Alright, I was just checking, because something felt a little off. It would suck if I got stuck with my clipping turned off. And I was literally just running through everything. This would feel like a simulator. Whoa, technically it is a simulator, but it would feel like a lot more like a simulator. Okay, so now we've got to run and turn in our last quest that we just did in Sanctuary. Of course, Prestone. Prince Preston. I can't believe our stream's actually almost over. We only have about 20 minutes left. It's gone by extremely quickly. Also, why am I in sneak mode? Alright, let's go talk to Preston. He's in this house over here. Yeah, he really is in this house. And he's just sitting. He's just chilling. Dude, aren't you supposed to be patrolling?
Things are tough now, but they'll get better.
I cleared out the ghouls that were giving that settlement trouble.
Glad to hear it, General. It's hard enough out here without people having to worry about ghouls in their backyard. I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. That can only help our cause.
Okay. And we leveled up. I think I've got like 2 perk points I need to spend real quick. Okay. We have reached level 20. So, I believe the next time we fast travel, it might be 22, but I believe it's level 20. The next time we fast travel or exit a cell, an interior cell, the alien will crash land outside Oberland. which, if you guys want, we can test that. Alright, let's go back to Oberland. And see if it spawns in the alien. We'll know. You guys will know. Oh, I guess not. That makes me sad. I was kind of hoping I could watch it crash land. I've always wanted to watch it crash land. See, we just breadcrumbed the Vault Tech DLC. I believe that's what it's called. Where you go clear out Vault 88 or 81. Either 88 or 81, I can't remember. Excuse me. And you just build a vault. Alright, so let's see what we picked up. General Atomics Factory and Cleansing the Commonwealth. Now, yeah, Beaver Creek Lanes is Far Harbor, so we're not going to be on that one for a while. We're not going to be working for Reese for a while. In the meantime, I'm just looking to see what we've got going on. How about we go to Diamond City? How about that? Let's go investigate Diamond City. We haven't been. The closest place that we've been to is Backstreet Apparel. And we've cleared it, so let's skippy hip hop back over there and make our way to Diamond City and meet McDonough, Piper, everyone. Let's just talk to everyone. I thought I would pop up on the other side of this wall. Just saying. And we're going to go around this side of the building. Because if we go the other side, I believe we come out too close to the, that alley. I forget what the name of it is, but there's an alley there that we get too close to. Alright, we're close, actually, to Diamond City. There's the library. I heard it, but I didn't see it. I really wish I could have seen it crash land. Okay, this guy's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Hi.
Looking for Diamond City? Just follow the signs.
Okay. I think we're gonna go this way. Wait, is that a... Oh, it is! I love how my silenced weapon just goes tick, tick, tick. The sound it makes is just tick, 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 tick. I was like, I know that's a super mutant. Also, I see you. I see you. I see you. I know who you are, and I know who I am, and I know where we are, and I know what you're about to do. I was really hoping I could have rescued the guys that were in the firefight here. I'm gonna grab that bottle cap and the weapons, but I'm leaving his entire... I don't like the Diamond City uniforms. I actually really don't like them. I get that they're making a play on the Boston Red Sox, I believe. I get that they're trying to play on their uniform, but I don't like it. I think it's ugly as sin. I almost said something else. I'm gonna try, actually, you guys. I know I'm playing a game right now, streaming a game rather, that obviously if someone under the age of like 13 or 14 logs into Twitch, they won't see my stream probably. But I feel like I've gotten way too, let's get real for a second. I feel like I've gotten way too comfortable swearing on camera. You know what's crazy is, like, I swear on camera way more than I swear in real life. What am I hearing? Something is... Why can't I... Hello? Hello? There we go. Punishing hard and... Like, why is every piece of gear I get out of... Aha! I knew I heard something. That poor dog. He was just... I say dog. That poor mutant hound. He was just chilling. I don't know what's going on with that. And also, I'd like to think that the sneak meter is pinging because... I mean, sometimes you just need to sit down and assess your life choices. I like how there's a chair through the window. I mean, it probably had, that window probably had it coming. Brookline Building Service Room. Oh, that's new. And it goes kind of... Okay, we're going to check that out in just a hot second. I'm trying to see how much time I have left. Basketball, mutant hound. That's something I've never seen before, you guys. Let's go investigate that. I want to see what that's about. Brookline Boiler Room? Is that what it said? Brookline Building Service Room. Ooh. You're not breaking lockpicks today, people.
Yes.
Oh, it goes down. I think I've been in here before. It's been so long I've forgotten, but something about this is familiar. Okay, so I just noticed something. See this bottle of dirty water here? It's not really the same thing, first of all. Let's just get that right out. But Joseph does this thing. He would kill me. Not actually take my life, but he'd be pissed if he knew I was telling you guys this. But Joseph is one of those people, when he goes to the bathroom, he takes a drink with him. Like if he's got to drop the kids off at the pool, he takes a drink with him. He can't just turn. And she fell over. That makes total sense. That thing's hand was moving. Oh, I don't like that. Also, I just saw there was a Nuka-Cola something. Oh, we got it. Oh, I'm moving without... Oh, shit. Oh, hello, glowing fungus. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Okay, we're gonna have to turn off clipping. Dang it. All I wanted was to loot that and that. That's it. That's all I wanted. Alright, let's grab the fusion core. Oh, there's a can of potato crisps. Here we go. Journal. I can't believe it. I accidentally missed the end of the world just because I forgot my good hammer down here. Again. Snatched from the jaws of death by my own scattiness. I feel like the luckiest man on earth right now. There's enough beer and snacks for me to get along for quite some time. Yay! Maybe I wasn't too lucky after all. Nothing to do and no one to talk to down here. I feel so lonely. I fixed the broken mannequin we've been storing here for ages and named her Melissa. I know, she's made of wood, plastic. But that's still better than having no company at all or being with my ex-wife, haha. Maybe Melissa can keep me from losing my mind over all of that self-talk. I think I did a good job on her. She looks amazing. The last few weeks or days, I lost track somehow. With Melissa here, we're like the most wonderful dream. She's funny, smart, and she just understands me. Not to mention how rawr she is. I think I've found my missing piece. Melissa has gone nuts. When she found an old photograph of my ex last night, she'd freak out and start beating the hell out of me. I tried to calm her down, but she obviously wanted to see me dead, so I had to throw her out. She promised to be coming back for me, though. That look in her eyes? Maybe I should barricade myself in here. And yet, there it was. Oh, you know what would be so cool? Oh, you know what would be so cool? Is if, instead of a mannequin standing there, there was a synth that looked like a mannequin. Like they do in the old Warren Theater. That would be so cool if there was a synth sitting there and like when you first grab the whatever it was from her, she just falls over, right? But then after you read the terminal, she hops up and just starts beating the shit out of you. That would freak me the hell out. I just 5 minutes ago said I'm going to try really hard not to be cursing on stream as much. And then what did I do? Started cursing. I got to stop that, you guys. I need you guys to help me with that. I need you guys to like positively reinforce good behavior. I want to start displaying better behaviors. I really do. I feel like I've really gone down the rabbit hole of just swearing all the time. And again, you know, they say that someone who has a vulgar vocabulary has a higher than average intelligence. That's true. I feel like that is true. But that being said, someone with a higher intelligence should also be able to control how they verbalize themselves. I'm just saying. Like, I feel like I'm not saying I'm like brilliant or like Sheldon Cooper smart. I'm just saying like if I'm smart enough to, if I'm as smart as I'm supposed to be, I should also be as thoughtful as I can be. Now, that being said, I don't believe in the whole you should have respect for so and so. If they don't respect me, I'm not gonna respect them. It's that simple. I'm not gonna just dole out respect to someone who's gonna constantly belittle me and make me feel bad. I'm like, why should I respect you? I hate when people are like, oh well, they're older, and that just means that they live this long being hateful to people. Hello, Mr. Radio. Mr. Flying Radio. Alright, let's go talk to Piper. Let's get this party started.
So you got one of those fancy vault suits. Goes one size fit all?
That sounds like Deacon.
Hey.
We got purified water inside the city. Best drink in the Commonwealth.
Okay then.
What do you mean you can't open the gate? Stop playing around, Danny. I'm standing out in the open here for crying out loud.
I got orders not to let you in, Miss Piper. I'm sorry. I'm just doing my job.
Ooh, just doing your job. Protecting Diamond City means keeping me out, is that it? Oh, look, it's the scary reporter.
I'm sorry, but Mayor McDonough's really steamed, Piper. Saying that article you wrote was all lies. The whole city's in a tizzy.
Ugh. You open this gate right now, Danny Sullivan. I live here. You can't just lock me out. You want into Diamond City, right?
What? Who are you?
Shh. Play along. What's that? You said you're a trader up from Quincy? You have enough supplies to keep the general store stocked for a whole month? You hear that, Danny? You gonna open the gate and let us in, or are you gonna be the one talking to crazy Myrna about losing out on all the supply?
Jeez, all right. I need to make it personal, Piper. Give me a minute.
Better head inside quick before old Danny catches on to the bluff.
I believe,
Sounds good. Let's go.
Another great day in Diamond City.
Piper has some pretty eyes, don't she? I don't recall her eyes being that color. Also, I hear gunfire. Just saying. But I believe there's a mod that allows you to open and close the Diamond City vault doors, I call it. I'm gonna stay away from that. I don't feel like that's any of my business.
Who let you back inside? I told Sullivan to keep that gate shut. You devious, rabble-rousing slanderer. The level of dishonesty in that paper of yours. I'll have that printer
Is that a
scrapped for
statement, Mr.
parts.
McDonough? Tyrant mayor shuts down the press. Why don't we ask the newcomer? You support the news? Because the mayor's threatened to throw free speech in the dumpster.
Always believed in freedom of the press.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring you into this argument, good sir. No. You look like Diamond City material. Welcome to the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Safe, happy, a fine place to come. Spend your money. Settle down. Don't let this muckraker here tell you otherwise, all right?
What are you two arguing about, anyway?
What do you think? Print lies and everybody's happy. But if you print the truth...
Now, was there anything particular you came to our city for?
I'm trying to find someone.
Trying to find someone? Who?
Who would I talk to about finding a missing person?
Well, whatever you do, don't bother going to Diamond City Security for help.
Don't listen to her. Well, I'm afraid that our security team can't follow every case that comes through. I'm confident that you can find help here. Diamond City has every conceivable service known to man. One of our great citizens can surely find the time to help you.
A mayor of a great city must know everyone. Who can help me?
Well, there is one private citizen, Nick Valentine, a detective of sorts who specializes in tracking people down, usually for debts or whatnot. Now, I have to get going. I'm sorry, Diamond City Security doesn't have time to help, but I'm sure Mr. Valentine charges a reasonable fee.
This is ridiculous. I want the truth, McDonough. What's the real reason security always shrivels away when talk of missing persons?
I've had enough of this, Piper. From now on, consider you and that little sister of yours on notice.
Yeah, keep talking, McDonough. That's all you're good for. So it's a missing person you're after, but you don't say who or why they matter to you. Why don't you come by my office later? I think maybe I can help you out. After I get some answers.
Okay, so we might run around with Piper for a little while. I actually like her. She's got some really good off-the-cuff banter.
Officer?
Jeez, pal. I like guns too. But you think you might be overcompensating there?
Maybe. There's Deacon.
Hi. Hey.
Hey, Sullivan.
So, you're that traitor Piper was talking about. Something tells me she's pulled the wool over my eyes again. Am I right?
We're gonna fess up. Normally I say I wasn't lying, but we're gonna fess up a little bit.
I didn't mean to lie, officer. It all just happened so fast.
You're not the first guy Piper pulled into a heap of trouble he wasn't ready for. Thanks for being honest. If it were up to me, we would have just let the both of you. But the mayor's calling the shots, and, well, you saw how mad he is. Anyway, welcome to Diamond City and all that. I gotta get back to work.
Okay, then. I'm just looking around real quick to see if there's anything I'm missing. I don't know why all this here is closed off on that side. That makes no sense. All right, so let's do it. Let's go in. Let's pop off. Also, I wonder if Joseph got up or if he's still in bed sleeping because it's like 6 o'clock. Well, there goes Piper and McDonough walking side by side. Imagine that. Okay, I'm just gonna say this. And I mean no disrespect because I actually am a big fan of Diamond City. It's been 210 years since the bombs fell. Why does this place look like District 13? You know what I'm saying? Why does it look so awful?
Hey, kiddo. How are the paper sales? Well, the presses are getting overloaded. That motor is going to go soon if we don't replace it. You've been saying that for weeks and the old girl still keeps cranking. Stop worrying so much. I gotta head into the office. You start whistling if you see any angry politicians coming our way.
Why? Is something wrong?
Piper.
Get your free paper to newcomers. If the Institute grabs you in the night, at least we warned you.
The Institute?
You ain't heard of the Institute, mister? They snatch people up in the night and no one hears from them again. It's all in the paper. Better read up before they grab you, too.
Who's gone missing?
Drifters, residents, stadium seat snobs. Seems every year or so. Someone's gone, and we all know why. So you better be careful, newcomer. The Institute is out there, and they'll grab you too. Like I said, it's all in the paper.
I believe you. Thanks.
You're a real lost lamb in the wolf's den, mister.
Okay then. And she meant that. Can I move this? No, but I can stand on it. I'm not gonna. Wait, if I stand on it, will Nat stand on it too? I'm not gonna mess with it. But look, I mean, this place just, I ain't trying to be ugly. This place looks awful. I mean, it really looks awful. Also, I want to stop by the super salon because, wait, there's a kid. Is that a girl?
Huh?
Who's Alice?
Hey, pal.
Huh?
And she has no dialogue. That's weird.
I'd rather be on this side of the wall.
I wanna fix the mouth on my character because I was messing around with it when I made it. I didn't realize my smirk. I tried to like make him smile a little bit more, and basically it turned his mouth into a V. And when he talks, he looks like he has a beak almost. So I want to fix that. I'm gonna set it back to the. Sorry, my back is itching. I want to set it back to the static. I'm assuming I can do that there. No, that's the barber shop. Isn't there a
Anyone
surgery
is
center?
One of those things. It's that secretary of
Care
his.
I care cares about you. All your medicinal needs.
Wait, isn't there a doctor that, like...
Hey there.
What's with you Vaultwellers in those jumpsuits, huh?
He's got the bulls out, hasn't he?
Yeah, but if he's a...
Kathy.
You interested in coming to work for me? I have a good spot you can set up shop.
Of course.
Okay, so Kathy is going to go work at... Oh, God, where can I send her? You know what? Let's send all of our named people to Sanctuary Hills. I feel like that's where we need to send them.
Thanks. I'll see you there in a day or two.
Girl, you can look at me when I talk to you. How about that?
You won't regret it. Don't let down.
Resident.
Better real vault suit?
Wait, what's down here?
Don't be caught dead.
Fallon's basement. We're not worried about
From
that.
Commonwealth weaponry.
Weaponry, surplus, swatters, schoolhouse. There's a tire just sitting up there. Isn't there...
I hear there's a bar in the old theater.
Wait, this is the surgery center right here, isn't it? Doctor's son.
Doctor?
New patient. Clear if I was you. A new file to open. Do you have a legitimate medical concern? Or is this about a facial reconstructive services?
Facial reconstruction? What's that?
It's Doc Crocker's specialty. If you're interested, talk to him about it. Just head through the door with our logo on it. Now, if you have an actual medical problem, speak up.
Son is hateful.
Could use some supplies, actually.
I suppose I could spare some stim packs.
I'm actually gonna sell him all of my do I have any chems? Oh wait, yeah, buff out. Ooh. Well, yeah. That's 720 caps. Hello. Sorry, my eyes are really giving me a fit. I skipped a day on my allergy medicine and I'm paying for it. I woke up this morning and God, the amount of matter I had to wash out of my eyes. Jet fuel. Never heard of that. We're going to hold on to that for now. Mentats. Psycho. Robot repair kit. We're going to hold on to that because you guys know we're going to need that. Ultrajet. And I guess that's it. He said go through the door. Oh, wait, is this... Oh! I never knew this was here. Oh. Oh. Oh, first of all, let's...
New face. Strong, but not perfect. For a nominal fee, Doc Crocker can give you the looks you've only dreamed about before.
All right.
Excellent. Just sit down in the chair there.
First of all, let's turn the light on. I'm gonna trust a doctor who works in this... Oh, I don't know about this, you guys. Okay, face. We're gonna go to mouth type, and I've got it set to not prominent, average, pout, rounded, grin. I don't know about that. Smirk, firm, thick, full pursed. Look at all these. Oh, I didn't know about all this. Okay, I think we're gonna go with just average. And that's it. That's all I wanted to do. Did I do that? correctly? Yes, I did. Okay. Done. I'm wearing sunglasses.
A bit of a nip, a bit of a tuck, and a small payment is all you need for a new face. A new you.
Yeah, we're not doing that right now. I just did it. I had no idea it was that simple to fix my mouth on my character.
What have you done with the real Riley? Where's my brother?
Oh, shit.
I swear I'm not a synth. Don't shoot, for God's sakes. We're family.
Put the gun down now.
He's a synth. He'll kill us all. Kyle, no!
Let's see. Kyle, we're gonna take the pistol.
Hey, show's over. There are no synths in Diamond City. Hear me? Just you folks and your damn paranoia.
Now, to be fair, they did like they've been living in these same quarters forever, and so people are kind of like, I'm not being funny, they're kind of losing their minds. They're going a little stir crazy.
Hi. Did you think that guy was a synth? What the hell just happened?
Oh, I thought she was sneaking around trying to pickpocket. She's just scared. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, so we're gonna go park ourselves outside Piper's house. I'm hearing a radio or something. Where's Nat? I hope she's inside. I hope she did. Wait. Is that Kathy? No, that's Polly. I hear a radio, but I don't see it anywhere. Anyway, I really hope Nat didn't see that. Alright, we're gonna park ourselves right here on the mailbox. I feel like my character looks better. He's almost smirking at the camera, isn't he? I feel like that's what's going on. Anyway, we're gonna get up on this little box here. Then turn around and then do. I'm not on the box. Oh, I can't get on it. Why did I just highlight a pencil? That was weird. Anyway, this is where we're gonna leave it for now. Let me save. And exit up, and then we'll have our Jerry's final thoughts. How about that? Let me move this over here. Yes. And then blow it up so I can see myself and you guys can see myself. And my love, I gotta show it off again. I got this shirt. Look at this. I got this shirt. Oh, wait, let me. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, I got this shirt. I'm gonna have to sit down to show it off. But Joseph got me this shirt for Christmas. He got me this one and another one. I don't know if I showed them to you or not. But I love Trixie Mattel and Katya Zamolodchikova. And he buys me merch whenever he can. I love this shirt. It's so cute. It's so cute. I'm holding it out so it looks like I have more of a stomach than I really have. But they're very, very comfortable. Give it up for Trixie Mattel going for like the good quality fabric. My hair, guys. You know what's weird? Okay, let me just admit something. When I left work today, I swung by the salon I always go to get my hair cut, and they didn't have anybody in there. I don't even know if they were open yet, but there was nobody there, and I was like, I could just park and go stand outside and wait for them to open up and then go get my hair cut. Well, as soon as I pulled in and killed my engine, I sat there for a second. I was like, I really need my hair cut, and there's no wait, but at the same time, I just don't feel like going in there. So watch. It'll probably be another month before I can get in there. By then, I'll end up looking like someone that lives under a bridge or something. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I had fun. For those of you watching the VOD later, please leave comments. Please follow. Please like. All that kind of stuff. Also, for those of you who have been helping blow up both my TikToks and my YouTube channel. I am so grateful, you guys. I mean, I feel like I'm finally starting to see a little bit back from the work I've been putting into this. I've been streaming for almost 3 years, and I'd been considering several times quitting, but I didn't. And I'm sorry. I'm bringing up TikTok real quick. I'm checking my view count. I have cleared over 300 views on my last TikTok video. I'm averaging usually about um, between 240 and 260. And my last viewer count for my TikTok that I uploaded, I believe yesterday, is 315. So I'm very proud of that. And I'm actually starting to get more followers on TikTok and more comments and stuff. So I'm very proud of that. But if you guys could do me a really big favor and just go to both my TikTok and my YouTube channel, the links are below, and follow and subscribe and hit the icon. It'll tell you whenever I upload. And on YouTube, I've gotten to where I upload pretty much every single day. I've been doing really good. We're almost caught up. We are almost caught up on our stream. And then on TikTok, I'm doing basically like 2 clips every other day or something. I need to upload, but I just don't feel like it today. And then, if there's anything else. I'm trying to think if there's anything new. I don't think there's anything new. I'm working on a full new mod list for our Skyrim because remember, just like Fallout, Skyrim got shadow updated. We didn't know this one was coming, but they received an update, and the same thing happened to my save file that happened in Fallout with Sim Settlements 2, where the save files got compressed down to like a couple of kilobytes to where the game can't even find them in the save folder. So I'm gonna make us a new character, and I'm gonna I already turned off JK Skyrim. That hurts my heart. But if I want to do the East Empire expansion content for you guys, I'm going to have to turn off JK Skyrim because there are some conflicting locations. That hurts my heart. I'm actually thinking about turning off all of the JK's interior mods as well. Just making the game as vanilla a playthrough as possible in terms of like content, because I really want to get through a playthrough once we finish Fallout 4. I want to get through a Skyrim playthrough from beginning to end for you guys, but adding more and more stuff makes it nearly impossible to get through all that without streaming every single day, and I can't do that. I can't stream every single day. I could if I was affiliate or partner, because I would be getting paid to do it, and there would be an incentive, but not being affiliate, I don't have the incentive to stream every single day. I did think about changing my days around a little bit, but right now it's working for me. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. seems to be a viable stream schedule. I would like to maybe switch my Friday to Saturday, like streaming Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, or just going to Wednesdays and Saturdays. That way I could stream longer streams because I wouldn't be working the next day. It's all still very up in the air. It's very, I don't know yet. But it's just things in my head that I've been thinking about for the stream. And while I'm not going to spoil anything, I did fix some things. Sound alerts is working. I added my rules down below, and I'm going to be adding a few more links to certain things. I'm going to, God, I keep saying when I do it, but I've been getting very motivated lately with my stream. I'm going to sit down and figure out how to set up the rest of my Patreon to where if you guys want to, even if I don't make affiliate, if you guys want to sub, there will be an option for that. And then I got a little something coming soon that is gonna blow you guys' mind away. I have something I'm planning. It's just in the planning stages. I'm trying to figure out logistics, timing, and content. But I have an idea for something that I know you guys are going to just die for. I'm considering doing a monthly thing, like once a month, maybe on an off day, like once a month, maybe instead of. If I stick to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday stream, I'm thinking about once a month at either the end of the month or the beginning of the month, throwing in an extra day, like on a Saturday, just once a month, and doing a little extra stream that week for you guys where I do a little some. Okay, so for instance, February has 29 days this year. Now the end of this month falls on a Thursday. So if I wanted to do one extra stream this month instead of just the 3, 6, 9, 12 streams that I would normally do, I would do a 13th one. Basically, once a month, we would do one extra stream on a Saturday. I don't know how long that stream would be, but it would be an extra stream. And like I said, it would be tacked on to basically the end of the month. And I don't want to tell you what the content would be because I'm still working on that. But there will be some things involving that stream that you guys would be like, what? And it's only because this particular kind of stream that I'm wanting to do will require a lot of logistical planning and preparation and implementation of certain things. So, but I want to go ahead and put a bug in you guys' ear that I'm working on something really cool for you guys. Whether or not it takes off, I don't know, but I'm working on something for you guys that I think you guys are really gonna like. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I had so much fun. If you like my content, please consider going to YouTube and subscribing to my channel where I upload videos pretty much every day now. Also consider going to my TikTok where I upload the funniest clips that I have to my TikTok channel. And if you guys are interested in my TikTok, my name on there is at Glitterbetch. One word. GLITTERBETCH. And on YouTube, it's at Boomer Plays. And my Instagram is rpg.mod. And my Facebook is somewhere down there. I don't know exactly what my Facebook. I think it's through my. I don't know how, actually. It's in my links below. Just check out my links below, and you'll have access to my Facebook, my Twitter, which is at GM Boomer, if I'm not mistaken. My Insta, my Twitch. I mean, not my Twitch. My my YouTube, and then my TikTok. So I have 5 different links down there. If you guys are interested, please go check out all of them. And also, if you guys could really help me out, share my TikToks. Share my YouTube videos to your friends on Facebook. And if you have friends over and y'all game or something, throw one of my streams up while you're gaming. I promise I'll crack you up. I'll try anyway. Thank you guys so much. I'm sorry it was a little bit more low energy. Like I said, bad headache, haven't been sleeping good, and my sidekicks aren't here today. It's just me and you guys. It's a more intimate setting. But thank you guys so much, and I will catch you guys on Monday's stream. See, I didn't have to think too hard. At 4 o'clock, where we will continue our Commonwealth fails, funsies, and shenanigans. In the meantime, I love all of you, and my last words of wisdom are: be safe, be kind, and happy hunting. Bye, guys.